how does a reverse annuity mortgage work? That's a lot to say. Reverse annuity mortgage. Hi there, I'm Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, founder of contractual guarantees only approach of just looking at policy just for the contractual guarantees, not the hypothetical and theoretical. This topic is a good one because I'm going to take it from a myriad of angles, because there's a lot of misinformation going on out there with the Johnny Appleseed agents with reverse mortgages, etc. And the annuitization of a reverse mortgage. In essence, that's what it is. I'm going to do that in Stan the Annuity Man fashion right after this. So let's talk about a reverse mortgage and why you would do that, or why people choose to do that. In this country, most people's net worth, the majority of that, is in a house. They bought it in 1958. It was worth $62,000 now, and now it's worth $346,000. Okay, and then their total net worth, including that house, is probably $450,000. So they don't have a lot of money to live on. They're in their chapter 2 of their lives. I might be talking to you, maybe not. But I want you to be very careful out there, because I'm going to give you an example of what was recommended by an actual fiduciary to a client. It's now a client, but they weren't a client when they called me about it, which was horrific. Now, I think the reverse mortgage industry is good as a whole. I know there's bad actors out there. There's bad actors everywhere, especially in the annuity industry. But what people are doing is here's the generalities of it. So don't email me, stan@theannuityman.com. Well, you got this part wrong. In essence, you're saying, I'm going to get payments for my house, and when I die, the reverse mortgage company gets the house. That's pretty much it. You're creating annuity-type payments with the equity from your house. That's fantastic. For a lot of people, that's all they have from the standpoint of extra money, found money, quote unquote. Now, what I've seen is the beneficiaries of that house get mad because Mama did a reverse mortgage for more interest so she could go on the cruise and gamble more. And they're like, I don't want that because I want the house. It's not your house. It's Mama's house. She can do what the heck she wants. She don't owe you anything. But here's the bad story I'm getting ready to tell you, and what I want you to be very, very, very careful of. With reverse mortgages, okay, you're getting the money out of the house, and then when you die, that company keeps the house. There are agents, and in this case was a fiduciary that was advising Mama to take the money from the reverse mortgage and then buy an annuity. What? That's criminal. We can mince words here, but that's criminal. Criminal! When you buy an annuity, and when you do that through us, I've got a ton of staff in my Las Vegas office. They actually like doing paperwork. I can't believe that, but they do, and they're very good at it. But we have to put in that application for any annuity that you purchase what's called source of funds. What the source of funds, it could be IRA, non-IRA, Roth IRA, 401k, 403b, whatever, land sale, inheritance. What it can never be is reverse mortgage. What it can never, ever be is a loan to buy an annuity. No exceptions. Now, Johnny Appleseed agent that needs to make the car payment, what they're going to tell Mama to do is take that money from the reverse mortgage, put it in the bank account, and then write a check from the bank account to the annuity company. What is that in English? It's called money laundering. That's what that is. Because what Johnny Appleseed agent would then say is, the money came from a checking account. That's called a felony, okay? Because when you filled out your mortgage paperwork, if you lied on that mortgage paperwork, you could go to prison. Same thing. Same thing. How desperate do agents and fiduciary, in this case, I'm sure most fiduciaries out there that might be watching this are going, oh my God. You just have to be careful, okay? Because you should never, ever, ever, ever use reverse mortgage proceeds to buy an annuity. I had one the other day. The guy said, we have a house that's now worth $2 million. You know, and that can happen in today's world. You know, we bought it for $200, it's on this lake, and now it's worth $2 million. We want to do a reverse mortgage and buy annuities. I'm like, can't do it. He goes, well, the guy down the street said I can. I said, yep, he's going to jail. You just need to know that. Because the reverse mortgage is already the annuity. So you want to wear belt and suspenders? Belt and suspenders? So my butt crack don't show when I bend over? You don't need annuity to buy an annuity. Okay? 1035 exchange means the annuity you purchase commercially is at a surrender charge, and the annuity you're going to is better contractually than the one you're coming from. That's a real annuity transfer. But to take proceeds from a reverse mortgage on a house to buy an annuity is criminal. It's not, there's no gray area. It's not bad, or that's too bad, or that's just not a good decision. No, it's frickin' criminal. But if you don't have a lot of additional 401k checking account money, and you have a house that's really appreciated, first thing I want you to do is stop for a second and reward yourself for that. Good for you. There's no difference from buying a stock and waiting, and it's now worth a lot, than buying a house and waiting, and it's now worth a lot. Good for you. Good for you. That's fantastic. I would encourage you to have an honest discussion with your family, an honest discussion with your lawyer or your CPA, not your pastor. Please don't get them involved in your freaking finances. Please. Please. Talk to them and say, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about taking this asset that's really appreciated and then getting some money so we can live a good lifestyle using that money. Now, whoever chose Tom Selleck to give that, I mean, it was, all kidding aside, well, kind of kidding, it was between me and Tom Selleck for that advertisement. He won. I don't know why. You know, I told them in the interview that I would grow a mustache. Not a problem. Wouldn't be as thick as his mustache, you know. I could drive up in a 83 Ferrari. Not a problem. But they went with Tom. And, we all think of Tom Selleck for reverse mortgages. I don't know why. I mean, they've run a good ad campaign. But just be careful out there. I mean, that's an annuity type payment. You're setting up an annuity type payment for your home. And in most cases, you can think of it as life only. It's going to pay for as long as you're breathing and on a respirator. And when you die, the reverse mortgage company gets the house. Not a bad deal. It's America. Somebody thought of that. Somebody's driving around the neighborhoods going, wonder what would happen if I could buy the house and get and think of give them payment. That's how it all works. That's entrepreneurism. Do me a favor, go to my site, theannuityman.com. I've written a bunch of owner's manuals to get for free. I do a few of these videos, one a day, 7 days a week. You're like, Stan, 7 days a week? 7 frickin' days a week, okay? Somebody said the other day, do you just get up in the morning and do a video? No, we fly to a mountain location inside the mountain. We film bunches of videos for a few days. It's like boot camp. You know, that's the reason sometimes you're like, oh man, you look worn out there, son. That's the reason. We do a bunch of them so that every single day there's new content out there. But go to my site. You can email me, stan@theannuityman.com. And then above my head, there's a video I'd like for you to watch called Annuities Are Commodities. And all annuity types are commodity types that should be shot with all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee. I nailed it. Nailed it. 10 out of 10. It's like the guy that dove off the top thing in the Olympics, hit the water, no splash. None. Just, I mean, that's how good the video was. Watch that video, and I'll see you next time.